What's the word? Nah, I don't know what does that. He must be sleeping. I ain't talked to him in a while. Nah. I don't even know what the fuck I want to pick, nigga. I don't think I never played nobody online. That's because the accelerated clock should be on. But yeah, you can make it as many as you want, honestly, when you make the game, create the game, or whatever. I'll do another one then. How long you want it to be? I don't know why I did that. I'm sending it. There goes Dez. There goes Dez. He's tuned in. He's watching now. He just said in the chat. He about to pick the Eagles. He's stupid. Ain't nobody else online, just us two. Or what? Yeah, the party shit. Yeah, but then I think Deesh is online, but nobody else is.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
I can't even hear you right now.
Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a...
They was on Netflix? Everybody's mad at Netflix because they added the black section. Nigga, it's cool and all, but I've been mad at these niggas for mad long because every time they put up fucking Juice or fucking whatever, a black movie, this shit's up there for like 2-3 weeks and then it's gone.
Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Everybody wants that bread word.
Here we go.
That's why shows are doing way more numbers nowadays.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's crazy because, like, even watching fucking TV shows now, like, you see all these same messages.
And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
None of this shit is new.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right.
Oh, I left.
Jeffrey's got it. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
I picked the run. I didn't pick either.
I
started running at you.
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
All game died.
Right, here we go, here we go. 180!
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Get out of my way, niggas. Damn!
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Honestly, I've been playing this shit for so long, it's mad easy to fucking know all the route combinations and shit. So once I seen that drag going across, I already knew the other tight end was coming back.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Elliott on it right. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Yep. Yeah.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
It's unfair to Zeke because he provided such a great line of college.
As soon as he came to the NFL, following the touchdown.
So now everybody expecting him to be the best of the NFL.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I have the best line in the NFL. Yeah. But they do have 4 running backs, so it's not, I mean.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score is nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You got to run the RPOs.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hurts. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
That's him. Go right in. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 buzz.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Going to 53.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
At the end of the day, it's going to be missing mad people. We're going to have to probably end up coming out of pocket and shit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
That's a no-go, huh?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Trust me, on the bike, in the car, you wouldn't be able to tell. Even if it's like a slight incline, you wouldn't be able to even, you know what I mean? But on the bike, all them shits, you know.
Throwing his Wentz. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I'm doing the butterfly right now.
They'll try to run for it with Howard.
See you try using truck stick.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, don't go. 55.
It's early.
Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Wentz.
He caught that shit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Oh, my.
And that will be incomplete.
What the hell?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
To the crib. Catch it. Oh, all right. We out, coach. Fuck him. Oh, my God, we out.
We're gonna shut you down. We're gonna shut you down.
The spin move was crazy. He wasn't ready for it.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, shit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Look out.
I'm plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
Going for
in
it.
this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On fourth down, Elliott.
That's
complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Wentz flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep from across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Prescott on first down. Completes it to Jason Witten. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott yet again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but you're down 3 scores.
Yeah,
you've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
You're running the ball.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force.
I'm about to start a party. I'll spike him. He just sent me an invite. You suck. CGO's trash. I could be up 30 if I wanted to. I'm not even running the ball no more. I'm chilling. Yeah. I'm not running the ball at all, actually. Who, me? That was after I just got one from him. The play before, literally. You just started it. What do you mean? We're using the game chat. You have to invite him here.
Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Do it, but then you said he would. Nah, he's online. Said it before you, but.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
He's lying to you. I tell him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
His knee went down.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 26.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In your face. Hey, go, count. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm going to get it when the next man comes up here. I already paid for this shit. Looks like I'm going to get it now for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Sproles. A gain of 5. Good enough.
I didn't know you was handing that off. I was trying to get the
teams want
quarterback.
to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I
thought it was a
love
play
watching
action.
a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they run with Howard. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. 7 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I told you this. It's so easy to.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes.
Yeah, that was going to the crib. I would have picked that one.
Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mid-air.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Easy right now, but I can't remember.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott flushed out right. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I haven't even been watching any TV, bro. I feel like it's a waste of time.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll try to sweep it out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Not as bad as I thought you'd be, though. You're better than some of the niggas in my league. I should see this nigga Darryl play. Oh my God.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
We're going for it. Let's do it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He knew that.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
10th carry now for Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Back. Bro, if you don't score in 2 games, I'm never playing.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Completes it to Austin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
No, it's unranked. I don't give a fuck. You suck. You want me to pick the Eagles? Okay. Alright. I got you. What's up? Invites coming through. Oh yeah, you said you want me to pick the Eagles, right? Damn, the Dolphins are 68 overall. That's terrible. That shit's weird. They got that little bell on top or some shit. Yeah. Dead ass. That's exactly what it looks like, nigga. Pick the Ravens or somebody. Like pick the Saints. Somebody will probably bring it to a script. Yeah, somebody will happen. It'll happen eventually. It is like $100 and some. I'm never buying that shit. Yeah, something like that maybe. He said, "Fuck you talking about?"
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
We got this.
Yeah. We was modeling with that shit in ATL. Nigga, we using ATL. Film shit.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
That shit hurts, nigga.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
I can't drink Henny straight.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there.
Hospital the next day,
out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That shit is OD. I was throwing up for like an hour straight.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
To throw, it's Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz again.
2 shots, it would never. Almost pressed the wrong button. I had to pump fake
he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Breeze now to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Breeze. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Here's Thomas Morstead now. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. On 1st down, Wentz.
Took it from him. I didn't even throw it to him.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal. That's absolutely huge.
All our commits are
from late. You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So
we only got like 9 commits right
going
now.
Over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's why it hasn't beat y'all, because you won't admit it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They need to fire that nigga for real. It's embarrassing.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
Anybody, bro.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Too long.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, drop it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
I'm waiting, bro. Like so long.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Negative.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
0.2 seconds.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are no 2 plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Oh my God, they hold me,
That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Price.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Oh.
Mike 54. Not nice, sweetheart.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they don't have this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Wentz now on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Breeze.
Hey, there it goes. He's gone.
He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ginn has it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running with Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Fletcher Cox. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm going to lock this nigga down right here. I'm locking him up.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze.
Lockups.
My goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw.
Have FIFA and have a meta game to play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's
a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
This is true. I'm telling you, you don't even game share. I'm not even telling you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jorge got the ping licker.
Now Wentz.
See ya. Oh my
God! He couldn't hold on through the contact.
He walked it to him. That was crazy.
2nd down.
He dropped
Those
that.
passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flush to his right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's got this down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He went by Matt Fireworks.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Just sell him, honestly, mostly.
Wentz gonna throw.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Was here as he's taken down. Kiko Alonso, the former Eagle. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
I already knew he was going to say that. I thought.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Honestly. I made a big man. That's what I'm good with when I play 2K. That's it. If I don't have a team with a big man, I'm chips. I don't know how to do crossovers and all that shit.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
37. Saints nothing.
Forgot this nigga got braids. Haven't seen him so long.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10.
It took me a whole bottle of Head and Shoulders and an hour to wash my hair last night. Crazy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Breeze. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You try to throw the ball at me like I was a ref in the longest yard.
Right there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Jackson's killing this game.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking
look
up
like
a
Tom
first
Brady
down.
running in real life. Go ahead.
Remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted
you gotta,
with a shot
if you want to slide, you gotta let go of the turbo.
Sometimes you have to
press
take
quit.
your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my
nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game.
I told you, it's
Instead,
not. You think it's
down.
open. It look open.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
That was a nice little throw.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Perfect.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Breeze on third down. And it's going to be incomplete.
You gotta press X
he was able to
to
catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Instead of pressing square to catch, the square is like run after catch, and then triangles like aggressive catch, but it's like jump to catch. Some shit.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze.
Oh!
Now this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
I was picking the plays. I was still at the square.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 47 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
I knew that's what was going to happen after tonight.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
One nigga said bucket. I'm sick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, coach is suggesting we get you smacked up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh my God, bro. What the heck?
But this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly.
Thank you. Oh my God.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wentz to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of it?
Thank you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week.
Oh, Aguilar's pitching
At the
pass.
30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I found you. I bet you if you pick the Eagles, you will win. Now I'm about to whip somebody's ass for real. Yeah. You click on the link, you can watch it. The one in the chat. You niggas is not playing 2K tonight. Even if you share it, it's just gonna have to download. It's gonna take until tomorrow. Hell no. He said yet. Valid. I don't know. I'm gonna be able to tell you off rip, but I'd have to be on and tell you. So at least an hour. $30 minutes. I I'm about to fuck this nigga up. Yeah, I be smacking him every time I play him. Some nigga, I don't know him. Random league I'm in. She pregnant. Talking about Tish. Yeah. Get back in your lane. Okay, fuck it. I'm going yours. She's been back. You mean back from New York, right? Or Connecticut, whatever. I was being dead ass. Cause you didn't believe us when we told you she moved out. You didn't even believe us. I didn't know what you meant. But nah, decent dad's about to move up. I don't know when Dee's going, but Desmond going with a shorty. Probably Pat's crib. You know that. Oh, where he's applying for places? That's what's up.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Edie! Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On first down, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Murray now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, right there. Say hot. I'm coming.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Everything you said.
On the ground, Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Keep running. Watch 54. Push him back. Push him back.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. That's Wallace. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
I wish I was having a good one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Downtown, uptown, midtown, all the clubs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
You really think so?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On first down, McFarland. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check.
After the turnover, here's Murray on the move to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
ugly boys. Call me Javon again. I'm pulling up. No.
With no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Camaro. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. Let me leave this invite real quick.